What's up, guys? Matt O'Leary back. Just want to hop on for a quick video. I know we did the post game a little while ago, but after some results from the games today, we found out where the New York Jets are drafting in the 2024 NFL draft. So I wanted to come on just very quickly, talk about that, talk about maybe some names that you will see being mocked to the New York Jets. We are back with Mock Draft Monday tomorrow, so be on the lookout for a brand new mock draft tomorrow morning, but just wanted to come on and let you know the news. So the New York Jets are locked into pick number 10. After their win over the New England Patriots, they drop from pick 8 to pick 10. To me, not a huge deal. At that point, right, like they had an outside chance of getting the number 2 pick. The Washington Commanders end up with pick 2 as they finish out their season 4-13 and get a number 2 pick. A 2-15 record from the Carolina Panthers gives the Chicago Bears the number 1 pick. Funny how a 2-win team gets a number 1 pick, but yes, maybe still salty about a few years ago. Nevertheless, the Jets at 7-10 are the third 7-10 team selecting. Atlanta picks 8th with that record. Chicago picks 7th with that record. You also saw teams like the Chargers, Giants. The Chargers did not win. The Giants and Tennessee Titans won. So if the Jets lost, they could have theoretically got all the way up to pick 6. But honestly, I'm not crying about dropping a few spots from pick 6 to pick 10. Does that take you out of the Olu Fashanu offensive tackle from Penn State or Joe Alt range at this point? Probably. Like, just being completely honest with ourselves, I don't think they're going to make it to pick number 10. There's too many teams in front of the New York Jets who could use offensive linemen, whether that is, Chargers, Giants, Titans, maybe the Bear, maybe not so much the Bears, but there are 3 teams in front of the Jets that you could make a case that they could take offensive tackle. I'm not saying that all of those 3 guys are going to take offensive tackles, and then at pick 10, it's, oh my God, the Jets have to settle for the 4th OT. Not necessarily the case, but moral of the story with Joe Alt and Fashanu, I would say slim chance that one of those 2 guys are there, but don't panic. Don't panic, because there is a very strong chance that there is going to be an impact player to be had at pick number 10. And I'll give you some popular names that are going to be mocked and talked about to the New York Jets. Talisi Fuaga, the offensive tackle from Oregon State, is a name that you are going to become familiar with over the next few months, as well as offensive tackle J.C. Latham. Latham's a bigger tackle, so that gives some fear to Jet fans after what happened with Mekhi Becton. But some have pointed out that Latham kind of fits the Joe Douglas bill on the offensive line. As of today, January 7th, subject to change depending on what happens in free agency and trades, I would imagine that offensive tackle is probably the most likely, and those are the 2 names that are most likely for the Jets at that point. Yes, you also have Amarius Mims, offensive tackle from Georgia, but I have him a tick below those 2 guys. Wide receivers also going to be a popular target. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Neighbors are probably off the board before the Jets are picking at 10. But you have guys like Rome Odunze, who has been a riser. He's been fantastic with Washington this year, but he's someone who is quickly rising up draft boards. Brock Bowers, the tight end from Georgia. I know, I get it. Tight end. Wait, don't you like Tyler Conklin and Jeremy Ruckert? I do. I don't know if I would take that tight end, but Bowers is that unicorn type player, someone like a Kyle Pitts who went in the top 10 coming out as a prospect. He's a very intriguing prospect and fits that offensive, weapon bill that could be taken. Again, I personally am not saying that Brock Bowers is my preferred option, but that is a name that you're going to see come up in mock drafts. I wouldn't really worry about too many other positions if you're a fan of the New York Jets. Offensive tackle, wide receiver, and tight end, and the tight end being Brock Bowers. But other than that, if it's not Bowers, you could pretty much guarantee that it's going to be offensive linemen or wide receivers mocked. Now, maybe like if you're on the quarterback train, I don't think they'll do it, but you could potentially see guys like maybe Michael Penix is going to be a top 10 pick, but does he make it past a team like Atlanta at pick number 8? I don't necessarily know how many other quarterbacks are going to go. Like, there's a chance 4 go in the top 10. Caleb, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, and Michael Penix. But after that, like, are you going to take a Bo Nix 10 or a JJ McCarthy 10? I don't think so. I think that's probably a stretch and probably a little bit on the unlikely side. So, moral of the story, just wanted to come on and talk about that. The New York Jets selecting 10th in the NFL draft is locked in. Those are some names for you to keep a close eye on. I want to hear from you. Let me know your favorite draft target for the New York Jet at pick number 10. Let me know in the comments. I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time.